tweet. I checked. It is time to wake up, people. This is a real tweet. I checked. A quote-unquote American commentator advocating that the U.S. change their constitution so that Netanyahu can become president. This is the next step. But to do that, you need something to control the hearts and minds of Americans.
But we have to fight with the weapons that apply to the battlefields in which we're engaged. And the most important ones are in social media. And the most important purchase that is going on right now is TikTok.
Hold on a second. I just had to pause real quick. Did you guys hear that? Somebody said bots.
Bots?
Who are the ones accusing the other countries of using bots again? Anyway, let's continue.
But, you know, it just kills me. And so I know it's like we're, you know, I know somebody who sees this immediately, they're like, oh my God, all of this, what is going on? You know, you're going to blame Ben Shapiro for, like, how does this connect to Charlie Kirk? It is always all connected, guys. Don't ever get it twisted. It's all connected. And I wanted you to see that about Ben Shapiro, the person, this is the conservative. Like, we're not going to do this with Ben Shapiro, okay? Yeah, this is Ben Shapiro, okay, who, like, we're not going to do this, okay? We're not going to, you know, I know I'm being kind of, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm being a little, you know, sensitive when it comes to Erika, all right? But, like, all of this stuff is connected. This is the face of the conservative movement. Somebody told me on the comments, don't lie about Ben Shapiro. He's a good guy. He didn't plan none of this and this, that, and the third. I didn't say, listen, I am not alleging anything because I cannot. I don't have the receipts to prove anything. But while I have your attention because of everything that happened, you need to be brought to speed in the name of the Lord about the psyop that took over America. We are not America first. We are a vassal state for Zionism, and everything is connected to that. And this is Ben Shapiro, the face of the conservative movement, who says that he would do anything to make Bibi Netanyahu the president of America, and already feels like he just left the White House. You don't think why do you think this conservative movement, this TPUSA, all of that was under him? It was. People said that he was going to take over. He doesn't have to. They answered to him anyway.
There you can make an argument that the Gospels, which were written...
He was just a prophet.
Right? No. We don't even believe he was a prophet.
What do you think he was? What do you guys think
what do I think he was historically? I think he was a Jew who tried to lead a revolt against the Romans and got killed for his trouble. Just like a lot of other Jews at that time who were crucified for trying to lead revolts against the Romans and got killed for their trouble.
So he became legend in story, and it became a bigger and bigger deal as time went on.
Yeah, he had a group of followers, and then that gradually grew, and then...
Do you think he was resurrected?
No, that's not a Jewish belief.
Okay, I just want to check.
It would never be. You know what I love, though, about this? Like, and we're going to get back to Charlie Kirk. Stick with me, guys, please. Give this a long duration, guys, please. And thank you. I'm always in gratitude to everybody who is watching, okay? Thank you. But I need you to see the person that we are, the person who tells people, go back to church. And oh, by the way, it's because of me so many people went to church, right? What I love about Jews, though, these Jews of today, whoever they are, they know Christ was real. They do. They just reject him. And they still hate him so much to this day that it's like, no. Like we love to say that he was a real person who got killed for his troubles. Like he was some crazy kook. Ha ha ha. You know, that kind of thing. Right?
Belief.
Okay, I just want to check.
Yeah, no. We're not into,
You're not
we're not into miracle
zombies?
stories. No, that's
No?
not, no.
Yeah. So that's Ben Shapiro. All right, so let's get back to... There's so much going on with this Erika Kirk, Charlie Kirk stuff. Candace Owens has some revelation. Let's just go ahead and get into that.
What I've learned is that of most interest to me, what I've learned is that his father does not believe, his parents don't believe that their son committed this crime. I was like, huh? Excuse me? That's a far cry from what the media has been telling us.
And so, you know, we use Candace because she brings, like, some information, but don't forget the grift. She has the Candace Intelligence Agency shirt on. Like, I mean, I got to get better with my marketing. I do. Let me not hate on this girl. Shout out to her.
Remember, the media presented this amazing story. The father realized his son was guilty, so it goes, right? And then he phoned over a friend to help him convince his son to turn himself in, because this guy, you know, this mysterious guy was a friend and just had a connection with Tyler. And eventually they said, you got to do the right thing here. We know this is you. That was the vibe. Certainly that's what the media was putting down for us to pick up. Well, I was told actually that it was kind of the opposite. That quote unquote family friend, who we learned was a former detective with the police force, at least, and so therefore has strong ties with the police station, informed the family. It was that in-between person that informed the family that Tyler had been identified as the shooter. He recognized him. He knows Tyler. He gives them the heads up. And then I'm told, and I believe this, that the way in which he got arrested, or rather turned himself in, was because that family friend slash neighbor slash former detective told him, hey, it's best for you to turn yourself in because there's only one of two options here. Either you turn yourself in and everything is peaceable, or the SWAT team could come in here and arrest you and things would get crazy. So that's what happened. He went over to their house. Tyler was called over. Tyler was bewildered. He disputed the idea that he had murdered Charlie Kirk. In fact, according to my source, Tyler has never even stepped foot on UVU campus. Tyler, it turns out, which has already been revealed, was accepted into Utah State University, not Utah Valley. And that's actually interesting if you pause and reflect on that, because we didn't really consider how on earth Tyler became not just familiar with the layout of the campus, but familiar with the rooftop layout of UVU campus. So familiar that he knew exactly how to scale across the rooftops to duck down in order to take an almost impossible shot at a Charlie Kirk who was sitting beneath a tent. How did he know how to do all of that? Had he been there before? That he knew where Charlie was going to be sitting in it, that he would have that shot from on top of the Losey Center? What? Right? I would actually, and I don't know, but I would imagine that even actual current UVU students don't know that possibility. Like, they're not even that familiar with how to scale the rooftops and what shots they can take from it. We'll see.
So here's the thing, right? I didn't believe the story of his father turning him in. So I will say that that part, like, it's not that I didn't believe the story. I just thought the story was romanticized, that his father, a pastor, turned him in and did the right thing. When I saw that story, my first question was, what kind of pastor? Was he some evangelical? I am evangelical pastor of some church that is beholden to Israel. Yes, that's where I was going, because you have to understand the push for Christians. Listen, I just showed you Benjamin Netanyahu. He's not playing around, okay? He wants your minds, all right? He wants you to fully submit to supporting Israel and everything that they do in the Israeli expansion and everything. This is what influencers are for at this point, all right? Like, you're going to see a wave of influencers who are either telling you that Israel is great or trying to act nuance about Israel. Tim Pool's answer to Netanyahu's takeover of the social media is to say that Israel always does the PR wrong. What does that even mean? Israel always does the PR wrong. And while I'm talking to you, I just got a breaking news from, and let me just look. Just, you know what I mean? From the Spectator, apparently about Charlie Kirk sent to Benjamin Netanyahu. The letter that Charlie Kirk sent to Benjamin Netanyahu has been published in full. So, okay, we have the letter that Charlie Kirk sent to Benjamin Netanyahu. So-called, this is the letter, right? And mind you, Candace Owens says she had the letter, but she didn't give up the letter. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to get into the letter. Let me see, because... all right, so we got, I don't know who, Ryan Saavedra is saying, the following Charlie Kirk's letter to Israel Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. Kirk expressed his love for Israel, repeatedly offers pointers on how they can win the information war. Now, we are being told that this is from Kirk to Netanyahu, right? And so, what the hell? I'm sorry. It's too much. Okay. All right. I'm going to read some of the letter now. I'm going to have to do another episode about this. Like, this is just insane. It's just too much. Okay. So, because even from the first 3 sentences, but I'm supposed to believe that this is the letter from Charlie Kirk. Okay, fine. And it's not like if it wasn't that Erika Kirk would come out and tell us that it's not. You know what I mean? Like, TPUSA is funded by American Zionist Jews. Like, there's no way she could come and tell us it's not. One of my greatest joys as a Christian is advocate. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, right off the rip, guys. Right off the rip, I'm already like, I don't want it, okay? I am not a Christian Zionist, okay? Anyway, we'll read the first page. Let's see what we can. One of my greatest joys as a Christian is advocating for Israel and forming alliances with Jews in the fight to protect Judeo-Christian civilization. Most recently, I am proud to have taken over Ambassador Huckabee's show on TBN, where we continue the Bible. That's the Bible Network, y'all. Okay, where we continually support Israel and the Jewish people as Mohammedism spreads to Western societies. He never said Mohammedism; he said Islamism. He would always say Islamism. That's why it's weird to me. But I've never seen him use that term before. I've never seen him use that term before. Spreads to Western societies is critical that Jews and Christians Jews and Christians stay united in the effort to contain and roll back radical Islam and Sharia law. Oh my God. I regret to report that anti-Israel and anti-Semitic trends are at record levels on social media. These negative sentiments then flow downstream into college campuses, even seep into conservative MAGA community. My team and I have spent moments analyzing trends, debating ideas that could help you and your country push back against these disturbing developments. Anti-Israel sentiment can undermine American support for Israel. The purpose of this letter is to lay out our concerns and outline potential remedies. Everything written here is from a place of deep love for Israel and the Jewish people. I feel like I need to spit after it's just 2 paragraphs. Like, I'm just like, oh, these are words that I would not be saying. Okay, sorry. I had to. Everything written here is from a place of, all right, whoa, we don't need to reread that. I think it's important to be brutally honest with you with those you love. In my opinion, Israel is losing the information war and needs a communications intervention. I started to compose this letter to you on Easter. I should have been focused on my family, but I was getting bombarded with messages about Israeli army making it difficult for Christians access to church on Jerusalem on Easter. At that time, I did not see any official statements. Okay, so it was frustrating because pro-Israel surrogates like me should not be in charge of fact-checking every piece of anti-Israel misinformation that pours into social media. It wasn't just Easter. On my recent campus tours, half of the questions I get are about Israel, and they're all negative. I often spend half of my time on campus tours defending Jews in Israel, which I'm proud to do because I love Israel and love the Jewish faith. Like, what freaking Christian says this? Like, what is there to love about? Like, I'm not trying to be funny. Like, you know what I mean? Like, okay, Jews are Jews. Like, whatever. Just be Jewish. You do your thing, right? But, like, who says this? I love the Jewish faith. I don't have to love the Jewish faith. Like, I love my Muslim brothers and sisters. I don't have to love Islam. I mean, I definitely don't hate it, but this kind of love that he professes is the love that I have for Christ. You have to understand. So that's why I'm saying it like that. But I don't have anything close to that kind of love for Jewish faith. For Judaism, I don't. I think that people should be able to practice their religion. Unfortunately, their religion has different stipulations for the goyim. Okay, what they consider the goyim. I am not a goyim. Okay. But you know, they're practicing their religion the way they're supposed to, unlike everybody else. But what is this? I love Jewish faith. Like, this is weird. This is the kind of love we're supposed to have for Christ. Because Charlie Kirk believed that these people were the people of the book who still did not accept Christ. So you mean to tell me that if you fully believe that these are the people from the book, so the spawn of the Pharisees, right? You love them? I just don't understand. You love their faith? You don't gotta hate them, but you love their faith? Weird, bro. It's just weird. I spent endless hours with Dennis Prager over the years studying the Torah. Sometimes it feels like I'm defending Israel in public more than your own government. I experienced on college campuses matches. A recent Harvard-Harris poll, which reported 48% of 18 to 24-year-old Americans support Hamas over Israel. And by the way, they always use Hamas, because I can tell you right now, 48% of 18 to 24-year-olds, I don't think they even support Hamas. But they use Hamas over Palestine. It's just retarded. Even in young MAGA circles, Israel is losing support. We are getting a huge crowd of 4,000, 5,000 students in some of my college tours. My campuses visits are becoming like a rock concert atmosphere filled with conservative patriots. Yet on these campus visits, I'm constantly confronted with, obviously, the questions about Israel. Guys, I can't even, I don't even know how long this went. We're going to read the rest of my next episode that will come out today.
To look directly at my husband's murdered body. I saw the wound that ended his life. I felt everything you would expect to feel.
You want to know what just made my head turn? Is this text USA to whatever number this is to get to the merch store. It's like, yo, man, like, I'm bad. It's me. I'm not even mad. Whatever. I need to get ruthless like this. Whatever. Run the thing underneath. When I go live, I need to run the Cash App and all of that. Like, why? Like, this one thing, they could not ask for money.